mind blown. Is this theory right? We're diving deep into did the Loud House have a copycat?
Cartoon copy The Loud House? Many people say that
What
both
cartoon?
characters look extremely similar. In today's video, we'll get
Oh
to the
wait,
bottom of
they
this. And I
actually
actually
do
have a
look
surprise for you at
similar.
the end of the video. There is a big
Alright.
twist that's gonna reveal
A huge
everything.
twist.
The creator of Too Loud left me a
Yeah.
message about the truth, so stay tuned.
Wait, you say
Alright, so
Too
first off,
Loud?
let's give these two shows a fair chance. So what is Too
Alright,
Loud and
alright.
where does it come from? It's an American
Yeah.
animated web series created by Nickelodeon
Oh,
about
that's
Jeffrey
why
and his sister
you don't
Sarah.
really
And
see
the
on
gimmick is that,
TV.
in assuming so, a lot of people do
Yeah.
at first. And they both have a circular head. Seriously, what's up with cartoon characters' head being
Yeah.
the shape of a basketball? Now, is this cartoon a copy? So let's start off with the
Is it?
first point. The color
Let's
of both
see
the characters'
how Too
hair.
Loud
White.
is
Well, at least
copy
in Jeffrey's
the
case,
Loud
it's a
House.
little bit close to white. I think that's more of a beige color.
Cause normally when you got like white here, you probably be in your like older age, like your uncle, grandpa type age. Not when you're 20, 30, or like 11, 12-ish. Alright,
The
age.
more and more I zoom into Jeffrey, his hair color is more
Yeah.
so a shade of blonde. Reminds me of blonde hair, now that I think about it. But that doesn't stop the confusion between
I
the
don't
two
make no.
characters.
Yeah, that
Anyways, how
definitely don't
about we
make no
actually
sense.
dive
How
into
they
the
come
episode from Too
together.
Loud to determine if
Yeah.
it's really that similar to the Loud House. From the episode
Let's see.
titled Gimme the Frog, it starts off with
Gimme the
Sarah, who is
Frog.
the sister of Jeffrey, having a stand-up with another character in the library. Now, believe it or not, this cartoon actually has amazing animation, in my opinion.
What?
Now, it definitely didn't start off looking this good, okay? Like many shows,
It
it
didn't?
started off looking really bootlegged and janky. I mean, seriously, what is this? But I will say that one of the things that
Why
I
is
really
she
love
bigger
about
than
Too
the
Loud is the
average
fact that it is
normal kid?
hand-drawn
That what
brings
y'all
us
trying
back
to
a
go
little
for?
bit. Also, it's
Or y'all
very
trying to go
tedious
for
to make
something
this type
different?
of
Like, if the ripoff or the copycat do way more than what they normally supposed to, that 10 out of 10. I'll give 10 out of 10.
Jeffrey
It really
decides to
not.
interrupt
Cause
two
there's
ladies
no,
rudely
like,
and
with
just
the
pops out of a
ripoff
stack
of
of
it,
toys like a
and
Doug
with
trio.
the,
Pokemon. I'm sorry, that was cringe.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry. Okay,
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
When you
However,
get
the main character
Pokemon
just. But Lincoln Loud II realizes that there is an ultra rare Pokemon called Cheese Frog, which they all realize that they don't have, and apparently it's a 1 in 10,000 chance of someone finding it. So everyone gets really sad that they don't have the most epic, legendary Pokemon. So the girls leave, and Jeffrey realizes that the two girls missed one of the boxes. And at this point, I'm just wondering, there must be a legendary Pokemon inside.
It gotta be a legend of Pokemon in this, right? Everybody in the Loud House name start with L. Like, you got Lori, Lainey, and Lacey, like, but their names are different. Even though their names start with L, their name different. This is really confusing. Ari, like, why would y'all have the same name, but just put S in the front of it? That's ridiculous.
And one is the main character's sister. Oh boy.
Oh,
very
wow.
confusing, guys. Anyways,
Yeah,
this
it
kid
really
keeps
is.
licking boxes. Stop it, dude.
What?
And everyone celebrates together. And then we run into the same problem I mentioned earlier. Both of these girls are Sarah. And also, both Sarah and Sarah wonder who Jeffrey can give the toy to. You guys gotta remember, there's only one legendary item available. Anyways, an argument breaks out between the two. Sticky situation. So Sarah, with an H, decides to flirt with him. But his own sister butts in to take over that offer of taking care of all of Jeffrey's library jobs. She even offers to pitch in to make supreme sandwiches every day while hugging her brother, and Jeffrey looks really excited. He's very happy to hear that his own sister would like to do this for him. So both the girls end up saying that they are willing to do anything to win that legendary Pokemon. Yeah, these two should probably be careful about throwing around the word anything. I mean, we're talking about Jeffrey here. He could come up with the wildest, most bizarre request, and you guys have to follow through because he said, hey, I'll do anything for that Pokemon. Anyways, Jeffrey says he needs help collecting a squirrel, so they all plays. It actually turns out he didn't want the Lincoln Loud. Yeah, as much as I thought this wasn't a ripoff, yeah, there are.
Buck teeth. How you got buck teeth? Then y'all can see copycat. Y'all can see. Now, from what it is, definitely a ripoff. I can see that. But then no way a copycat meme with the same to the original Loud House, and I don't see where the similarity is.
Children, meaning that they have a higher likelihood of having buck teeth. I can point to Timmy Turner. Yes, but he ain't no ripoff. Now here's a fun fact. The creator of Too Loud actually said that his original show, Too Loud, was created without him even watching the Loud House. This is a pretty crazy coincidence.
So you made Too Loud without even watching.
So Jeffrey decides to become Mr. Beast for the day and puts the girls to work doing ridiculous tasks. He's even talking like Mr. Beast, sitting up there on a pile of dirty socks. Wow, Jeffrey sure does like being on stacks of things. Remember early in the episode, this guy was just hiding under the rubble of toys? Still not sure how he was able to breathe under there. Anyways, the girls finally realize that this is not worth it, and the animation gets pretty expressive here. Sarah and Sarah actually ended up appreciating what they had before. So at this point in the season of Too Loud, I can't really tell who the girls are personality-wise. They just seem pretty obnoxious. Like if I had to pick a character from the Loud House, I could pinpoint and tell you their exact personalities based on the episode.
Yeah, based on the Loud House, you can tell each character personality, and it's not that hard to tell. Cause in every show of the Loud House, they always show off their personality in every Loud episode. So it's not that hard to tell.
But we're too struggling to do that a little bit, so I'm just gonna classify toys. Which was first figure?
Personality which?
Jeffrey's sister's head is huge. Anyways, Mr. Jeffrey decides to retire as the new Mr. Beast and ask for forgiveness. And the girls decide to make things right. They both take the legendary Pokemon and live happily ever after. Then the episode ends. Actually a pretty sweet episode. Good ending, good message. I feel like as I'm watching Too Loud more and more, I'm learning more about the episodes than I've ever did.
I gotta learn a little more about Too Loud.
Is this show a copy
and understand what?
Okay, I've already established that there are 4 similarities between Too Loud and the Loud House.
4.
Nickelodeon to the Loud House premiering all the
way. Wait, you said 4 similarities
before Too Loud. That means that they had their idea out first. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that Too Loud still copied them, because just because someone releases a cartoon soon doesn't really mean anything if both shows were original. And also take into account that Nico probably had this idea even before the Loud House came into fruition. Now, I do admit what makes this really suspicious is the fact that both the cartoons have the same word in the title. We don't usually see that. That's pretty unheard of. It's a very crazy coincidence. But when I examine the episodes of Too Loud,
and most cartoons that actually do take reference from the other one, you don't really see them using the same type of name or the same word in the title. You never see that. You probably might see that in a YouTube video or some if a creator made that. But when it comes to like a TV show cartoon, you would never see that.
Joe Contest did it and I loved it, and now Too Loud.
Oh yeah, Johnny did make a period.
So everyone needs to put down their pitchforks and relax. And look, Loud House fans,
but I don't think Loud House ever made a period. And an adult,
you're telling us to watch another cartoon like you did with Miracle Star. Yes.
Oh yeah.
You guys are gonna have to. Jeff doesn't have quite. Look at him. But even he realizes how big the main characters on this show's heads are, so he decides to help them out, mad scientist style. Yeah, I think Lisa Loud would like to have a word with you, Wait. This is where the episode takes a different turn. Anyway, so the dentist goes to work on these two. And I don't really think that he fixed their teeth. I think this man was working on their face. Because when they show up to the library, they are presented with bandages
on their face.
I'm thinking the dentist didn't really like the size of their forehead, so he decided to change it. So Sarah and the old lady take off the bandages, and Jeffrey and his sister look completely different. They were wondering if their teeth were clean, which yes, it is. However, they both look completely different now. This is where I was like, okay, I gotta go back to Lincoln Loud and compare this. Because now Too Loud literally has a different art style. So let's see if it resembles Lincoln Loud at all. And to my surprise, it still did not resemble Lincoln Loud. If anything, what he had before was closer with a circle-shaped head. However, now it looks more like cow hearts. You can mistake this guy as Dipper Pines. But yeah, their heads
the head shape do actually look like more. Yeah. Y'all say it's supposed to be a copycat, and copycats are supposed to be like, what is the same, what make them like one or the other, but I don't see not one single similarity or any copycat that make Too Loud the same as Loud House. I don't see it. Besides the word loud in the title, I don't see no like similarity. I don't see no copycat. I don't see not one thing that is similar to the Loud House.
2 episodes. If I were to just write down similarities on a piece of
Yeah.
paper and show them to you, this is very competitive. Even when you have a good cartoon that is masterful, the very man who created
the
Too
hype
Loud
that
was
Loud
to
House
comment,
had.
clearing up everything. And
Your show Too Loud don't look like a ripoff of the Loud House, right? If the Loud House came before you even thought about making Too Loud, you probably would take like pieces from Loud House and try to make it seem like a similar or a ripoff of the Loud House, right? If the Loud House came before Too Loud, before you even made it.
this shows that the creator is being genuine here.
Yeah.
He would have gone back and actually changed the name to avoid the confusion, but I think he should keep the
Wow.
name Too Loud. You came up with this on your own. You had no idea about the
Yeah,
Loud
you
House.
did.
You weren't trying to copy it. It's your name.
And you
Own
weren't
it.
trying
At
to
the end of the
copy
day,
it.
he
You
has
just
the right
didn't
to keep
know
the name Too
anything
Loud. But I
about
get
the
his
Loud
point.
House.
But don't
And you
worry, I'm
weren't trying to
clearing up
like
the
make
confusion
it
after this video and my others
similar.
anymore.
And you
Anyways, let's
didn't.
get back into what he
Then
said. Nico
it
continued
probably
saying,
would
to this
be
day
like
I'm
Too Loud.
laughing. Sometimes coincidences just happen. In any case, thanks to anyone who takes 30 seconds to watch any snippet of Too Loud to see it's in no way a ripoff. It actually looks like Ben and Nico
Y'all
designed
definitely
Jeffrey.
go and watch Too Loud and then come back to my down in the comment and tell me, do y'all see any similarity from any episode of Too Loud that make it seem as Loud House, or you find any clue that give it all like they took something from the Loud House and put it into
together. And remember how I told guys that art styles can bleed over? What this basically means is crazy how much we can learn as the years progress. New information keeps coming out. I know people say, oh, Loby, you're milking this. Oh, Loby, you're late. But this is new information that's coming out. So therefore, it's really not late. Anyways, we now know the truth of Too Loud. The show goes up another point for me. Now, here's another big plot twist. And I actually think this is bigger than what I just showed you. Did you know that Viziepop actually worked on Too Loud? What? Yeah,
wait.
Are you kidding me?
Now
You
it
went
actually
from
did
this to
evolve.
this? Unbelievable.
Like,
Man, the
from
things I found out for you guys
making
is very
it like
wild. I hope
that
that you're subscribed to
to
this
making
channel for
it
this
to
exclusive
something
content
like
and
that.
too much twists and
I
turns,
want to
dog.
start
It's funny because
reacting
I actually
to
made this comment a
you
couple
like,
weeks. Would it be
I
appropriate
get
for me to even
it.
add in that I feel